Hey
ho,
ho!
hey how. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another session of Tori and Zane's Raw Coders. I messed it up, isn't it? Again, Tori and Zane show, build, break, and fix, brought to you by the two of the Raw Coders.
That's right.
I'll
Yeah,
work on it.
I guess
I'll
so.
work on it. I'll work on
Sounded good the first time. I don't know.
it. Okay, interesting.
It's fine.
Anyway, yeah, really good to be back after one day of break. How was your break yesterday, Tori?
Good. I've been pretty busy to be honest, but I think it's only gonna get busier. Hey,
Yeah.
Deck Dev, thanks
Mhm.
for joining. But yeah, I got like a bunch of applications out, and there's already like a lot of people contacting me. Um,
Oh,
so yeah, it's gonna be. I'm already tired just thinking about it, but but yeah, it's good. I think I'll feel more exhilarated after some sleep. But yeah, it's like
I think that sounds really promising, though. As in, you're literally started to apply, and you're already hearing back from the
well,
other end, which is really as in kind of promising, though.
yeah. I mean, like this is a like uh, I call it like a machine gun tactic, which I've heard of it a lot. I've heard a lot of advice saying it's ill-advised to do, but I have pals and I've seen their own success with this, and I can talk about the other methodologies of applying for a job, which I find quite painful.
Yeah.
Versus when you have a lot of jobs you're chasing, um, then you're not putting an emotional investment in one or two positions that
Mhm.
so when the positions don't necessarily meet your expectations or what you're looking for or vice versa, then you just move on and you have just tons more interviews to get through. So there is no there is no time to necessarily be attached to anything because you just have to go on through to the next interview, and then as the weeks will progress it will filter down into some final rounds and final offers, and then from there you'll be able to make a, a more emotional decision, let's say. But yeah, like from the get go, it's like, yeah, you have to do like the flaw is you have, or the downside is you have to do a lot of work up front to just like
Yeah.
interact
Mhm.
with tons of different people, even if they're short, even if there's 5 or 20 minute interactions.
It,
Still a
it
lot of
has
work.
to be, yeah. Yeah, because see, like this say, nothing personal, just business. So there's
Yeah.
no emotions attached, is primarily just business. And yeah, we learn to move on with all the mental toughness. But I'm pretty sure that you're gonna be talking to a lot of people and a lot over the phone as well.
Yeah, so yeah, it's interesting too because I just applied everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
literally. So I already have companies who reached out to me from Singapore, from Australia, from the U.S., from Europe. So I'm just
Wow, all
I'm
over
just
the
going
world. Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah, so it'd be interesting.
International coder.
I will report my findings for sure after this experiment.
Yeah, yeah. Really looking forward to hearing your kind of this approach. How did it go? Because this,
Yeah,
I don't think it's a standard approach. It's a really different one
yeah.
in a good
This
way.
this is me trying to go against some conventional wisdom, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I don't care, because the worst case scenario is I just learn a lot of things and I just hear a lot of no's. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. It's how they say you're not emotionally attached. It's
Yeah,
just business. That's it.
it's not personal.
Yeah. It's not personal. Fantastic. Yagdev was asking you a question when your last day on the show, Tori.
I'm never leaving. I'm a parasite on this show.
I love that
As
answer.
long as the host is alive, I'm still thriving.
Yeah, yeah, I love your answer again. To be honest, it's like I'm like the parasite attached to the host, which is fantastic. All right, Yagdev, do you wanna choose a letter, and then we can pop some music on in the background? What did he say?
That's a classy Monty Python move right there.
I say no.
Hey, no,
All
wait.
right. All right, your favorite one is. All right. So do you want to share your screen to the
Sure.
Tori, and we can get the ball popping? So, well, just to give a bit of a context, as in I was working on Friday, as in saving the cards that come through WebSocket, but that just got left in the middle. We probably have to continue from that. So if you did I push my code? I don't think I did.
Is this
I'm
a client?
Yeah, it was supposed to be in the client, but yeah, you can basically create another branch or
Okay.
whichever one you want to and continue on that because I don't think I pushed the code.
So what are we getting ourselves into today?
So you know how you were talking about to save the cards from the concurrent users when connected to the WebSocket. Um,
Oh yeah.
the problem is that they are not the concurrent users card are not being saved, and you said that we just have to add the cards, as in all the cards, which are also coming from WebSocket in that array. So we just basically
Uh,
need to do that.
okay.
And I did have a bit of a headway to that, but I couldn't
Okay.
really get my head around in that time I had. And Convar64 did mention on Friday that we wanna basically no, sorry, that was something else. Ignore me. So add update board notes.
So I think I made this function a while ago. Hey,
Oh
look at that. It
yeah, I
says
can see
Corey
your
Littlefield. There we go.
name
Skid
on
Lens.
there as well.
Thanks, Skid Lens. All right. So, this function, which is in script.js for whatever reason, why not? Based on the title, it adds add update board notes. Okay, so we can pass in what looks like a note here. Do you want me to do live share?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, that'll be easy, I guess.
Yeah. Live share.
Have you changed your laptop, by the way? By any
No.
chance? Okay. Because normally your laptop becomes relatively slower when the music plays.
Yeah, I don't. Could be.
Interesting.
It could be that. Whatever. Just let them all through. I don't care. Just let it all through the firewall. It could. I don't know. Maybe it's a StreamYard update or something else. It is being. Why is it being slow now? Go away.
I shouldn't have said it.
Oh no, it's good now. All right, I'll paste this in the private chat.
Cool.
And I'll get that cracking. All right. If you have any problems joining, just let me know.
Yeah.
So it looks like this function takes in a note, a note object. So I'm assuming that's some type of valid note. And I think I kind of just, you know what? I think this was based on a existing implementation that you and Kartik had wrote a while ago, and then I kind of just refactored it for whatever changes we had made, so it kind of fit with whatever changes we made. So I don't think I changed that much. So all I did was just add a note if it wasn't already in the board notes map. So it just checks if the board notes map does not have this ID, then we just add this note object to the board notes map. Down here we set it, okay, and then I don't know, we're logging it. I think that was something you guys had, so I just kept it. And yeah, so it either adds it as inserted or not inserted. So the reason I was looking at that is because I just wanted to see where else that's referenced. And then from there, we can just probably add this function to like the right spot for when we receive a WebSocket message for creating a card. So it looks like it's being called here, which is on draw new card. That's interesting. Then it's also being used when we rotate the card color. I don't know, I did that. I don't know why, but I guess it was something we had to do. Oh, because we're updating the color. Haha, of course. So yeah, we want to update that note when we update the color, I guess. Here, this function, which was already existing in the code, this gets called when... so I think this gets called when we update, edit a note. So this looks like the jQuery for editing the text on the note, I'm guessing. So it looks like this function gets called when we edit. Is that inside this method? Yeah. Okay. My memory is coming back to me a bit now. So this on end method here was something I added because I looked at the API for this jQuery library editable, and there was this end method. So when you're done editing the note, then blah blah blah, a bunch of stuff happens, and then we add or update the note. Okay, great. So it looks like in terms of script.js, that's the only two places where it's being executed. And it looks like, yeah, that's the entire code. So yeah.
So I was thinking that when we call so what's happening in the boards, add update board notes? It's just updating the notes on the board.
So it takes in a note with an ID. If it checks if it has that ID, all right. If it doesn't, it's updated with the new information in the board notes map, and then it's set.
So can we call this method when the WebSocket connection is open?
So in still front end, we have on message. So we have this on message event for the WebSocket. So this is when we receive messages from API gateway, right? And then it calls this get message function, which is in script.js, passing in the data from the WebSocket event. Yeah. We could check, like, one dirty way of dealing with it is basically check if we get a message here and it's the if it's the I guess if we wanted to not think of edge cases, then well, maybe a better way to handle it. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of like thinking back and forth in my mind. I'm not really talking out loud, sorry. But one way to handle it would be to go find the function that actually is called when we create a new card and put it there. Because if we go look at this get message function, so let's say the action from the message data that we got from the WebSocket is create card. So that's one of the actions we send through the WebSocket is create card. So inside here, we could say when we call draw new card, let's find the end of this sucker. It's a big function. Wowza. Oh, wowie, wowie. Okay, so it's like a method with other methods, or it's a function with methods.
Yeah.
A bunch of event listening stuff. So droppable, delete, editable. So I'm looking for a method where we actually, so it must be this, append to board. So here, I'm assuming is when the card, you click on the button in the UI to create a card, and then this if type card, blah, 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 and then card does some, okay, H is assigned to this whole HTML component.
Yeah.
And then we append that component, which is a card, to the board.
Yeah.
So I guess the only time the card is actually added to the map, our map that we're using to
After
track
the append.
is, well, it's actually only on the edit event, which is down here. So that's probably why it's not. Yeah, it's getting called down here in this event, this editable. Get that? What are you talking? So this listener gets called, Zane, when you click on a card to edit it and change the text. But it only gets called when you actually click on a card. So when you, I think the reason why this is not currently working is because when you receive a new card via the WebSocket, you're not actually clicking on it or focusing on it. I guess I should say focus, like the cursor, the DOM.
Yes. So it works when the admin, which is the person who's actually created the board,
Yep.
if they focus on, if they click on the card, then it works.
Yes, and I think when you click, I think if anybody clicks on a card, the button to create a card, I should say, then there's probably logic in there to automatically focus the cursor on the card. So then that automatically triggers this event here, which then in turn would update it. But when we get the WebSocket message, that this is not being triggered, I think is the problem. So we could, if we need to, so this actually brings me down to other scenarios where, like, if another user changes, let's see, what else could they change on the card? If they rotate the card, but you as the admin don't rotate the card, then maybe this also doesn't get called, and therefore that wouldn't be updated in the database.
So you mean to say that when anyone except admin doesn't do some of the features, then it won't work?
I'm thinking that might be the case. So
okay, how about if we just focus on one thing, as in one thing at a time? I think that might be a better approach. And then, I mean, saving the cards for the WebSockets is actually really core functionality. And once we are basically done that, we can test how it's doing. What you actually pointed out, the scenario, as in the other scenarios, where the user rotates the card, but the admin doesn't, will it still affect it?
Sure. Yeah, like this one I'm looking at too, like delete. If a user deletes a card, does that affect the admin? And I don't know if that's a functionality you want or you don't want. But yeah. If, let's say that is the case where that doesn't work, but you want it to, maybe the simplest implementation is to just, like, before you save the notes and call and post to the API, just grab the notes from the DOM and then just put them in the array, the map, whatever, and then just send that to the API instead of updating it throughout the code, like in different parts of the code. It may cost a little bit on performance before you make that API call, but it's probably not a big deal, I would say. Probably not at all. Because you could just do like a query selector, grab all the notes, grab all the information from the notes in one go, and then just send that off. Don't you?
Wow, there are many scenarios coming up. Okay.
Yeah. So we can go ahead with this, and then we can see if the other actions that you want to have working as well also update.
Yeah, I think that might be a better option, as in just get this part working first, and if other one, by the way, what I'm saying is not based on Gagda's comment. I'm just
Okay, I'm laughing.
yeah, I'm just trying to think what's the the best approach in this scenario at this time of the project is. Yeah, let's do that first, as in save the card which is coming from the WebSocket first, and then we can consider other scenarios when this is working.
Okay. What is this doing? Oh. I think I covered some of these. I think I just didn't. I don't know. This was so long ago, but.
By the way, Yagdev, it's not 8 years; it's less than that. 8 years is a long time.
There's a lot of actions here.
And they're all based on switches.
Yeah, which is kind of nice. It's just kind of easy to go through them.
Exactly.
So here, well, so I guess we could run this function here. It's a little bit redundant. This like update it. Dragging, we don't care about these because we're not using these as WebSockets. Actions, hover, delete. That one's covered, I guess. Change color.
Yeah.
I think this is also covered inside here. The code.
Yeah, seems like it.
The code, man.
Wow.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess we could do a check. Like, we could add hard like if sticker, add sticker. So I guess we could add it here. I don't know what problems this might create, to be honest.
Hang on. If sticker, then add the sticker.
I think there's like notes and stickers or something.
One sticker would be the small things. Oh my god, it's not good. You only want the stream. One stickers with the small notes, as in, which are red, yellow, purple, something like that.
I don't even know if that works, to be honest.
We never know unless we try it.
If type card age, because okay, so what we need to pass in here is, let's take a look at this. Oh, why is it so slow? Come on and tell us. So we need a color, ID, and a position, and a text. So I think the card itself has all that information, but it's inside of a jQuery implementation. Because we have the ID, we have the color, we have the rotation, we have the text.
Yeah.
I could be messy and put it in here. It'll probably work.
No, you won't. But no, you won't.
Well, yeah. I wonder if we can access those properties from card.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, basically.
Okay. Card dot. I'm not getting any IntelliSense, so I have no idea if I can do that.
That's exactly how I feel when I'm coding in JavaScript or jQuery in Visual Studio. I'm like, would this even work? I'm not getting any IntelliSense.
Oh, wait. I'm being silly, Zane. We're getting all this information from the parameter
card.
Yeah, so we're good. We can just pass these in then. So, should I put this at the bottom here, or should I put this at the top?
Does it make a difference?
No, just up to you.
It's up to you. Up to you, man.
ID.
Hey, Isaac Coda. Welcome, man. Good to have you.
Position. Is that a thing?
What does pickers mean?
I don't know. I thought you would know. I thought you would know. All right, I'm gonna save that. Should I fire this up? Do we have AWS going? Oh, I forgot.
We will have in a bit.
I think Kartik said he might actually come back, which would be cool for maybe a few shows or something. And I feel like if we say that on air, then he'll be obligated.
Yeah, true. Now, as we speak, he is really, isn't it?
Yeah. I think right now he said is he in India?
India, yeah.
What's he doing there?
having Indian food.
It's probably delicious.
Yeah, pretty sure it is.
Any swan dogs? What's a swan dog?
No idea, man. That must be from Jagdev. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No,
Isaacoda?
no. Azakoda.
Have
He's seen the
seen a
video of us.
Is that
Of
what
you
brought you
flying,
here?
Tori. Huh?
Is
Probably.
that? Hey, at least something's working, right?
Exactly. Your farts work. We need we need probably more of them.
Do you guys want to hear more farts?
No, they don't. Okay, hang on a minute. I'm just gonna put this on there. And
We did eat
fire up.
too many beans with a Z that day. That is right.
Which one was it? The black or the red ones?
I usually just go for like a mix.
Oh, okay.
I find that to be the best combination.
Okay, so your
Gekdev asked if you've gone platinum yet. Are you still just going platinum?
all right, so this is done. The S3 is up. Hopefully, we don't get any farts now.
Yeah, we never know on this show. You never know what can happen.
Yeah.
All
right, here we go.
You'll just have to stick around and find out. What board should I use?
T1.
Let me tell you, by the way, I'm afraid right now.
Oh, hang on a minute. I think I know who Azakoda is now.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Because there's only one person who calls me Z in that spelling. There's only one person. I'll tell you offline, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, here we go. You're still on localhost.
It started. Yeah, it started. You know what? I'm gonna make sure I mute the site. There we go.
Yeah, do that.
That's not gonna stop them from writing lewd comment or crashing my browser.
They can't anymore.
So,
they can't anymore.
They can't.
They can't anymore.
So let's.
The power is in the hand of the beholder.
I feel like you're provoking them by saying.
Honestly, they can't anymore. Because I've taken the bucket off, as in taken it offline. You know, I'm pretty much, huh?
Oh, looks like there's an error. Oh, sorry, you can't see my other screen.
I can't.
Pull this over here. Oops.
Referencer and promise position. It's coming to position, which is script.js. What's happening over there?
So position, I guess, doesn't exist, which is here.
It might not exist in that function itself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I not getting a linting error? Oh, okay, whatever.
Probably do X and Y instead of position. I don't know if that would work.
What is what is this thing? I don't even remember. Okay, top and left as an object. So this position object is top. Let me go back here. So we need top and left, which we don't get, unfortunately. We get it here. Okay.
Start position dot top.
Create card position is the card height, but this is in jQuery. Is this must be like a jQuery method.
Yeah. So this is basically styling it using JavaScript, I guess.
So I guess we could say top is
Start position dot top.
Well, you know what? Yeah, I can just like what is going on with my mouse? That's weird. All right. So what's start position? Where is this? Oh, this is coming from here. Okay, so start position dot. You know what? So basically all we need is this, and then left. And if this works, then we'll be good to go. Here. So this is, see, it gives me, got top and left. Perfect. Love that IntelliSense. Thank you.
Finally, eh?
Alright, let's see if that error is gone now. Yeah. Create a new note.
There you go.
And
cannot read reading send. Dispatch. Send.
What is it trying to send?
Is that probably because it's not connected to the WebSocket?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Because you're trying to send it, but it can't.
Well, it's actually, yeah. Yeah, I guess the WebSocket doesn't exist as a WebSocket, so this method send is not available.
Yeah, because it's trying to look for WebSocket, and because it can't find it, but it tries to send this, so it's saying, can't help you there because I can't send anything at the moment.
Okay, so if the WebSocket's not on, how are we going to be able to test this?
How you gonna be able to test it is a simple approach offline.
No, I mean, so it looks like um, it looks like creating the card works, and it adds the note
Mm-hmm.
like right here, empty note position. So it got added, all right.
Yeah.
But how are we going to test now if when we have another client create the WebSocket, and then the admin goes to save it? How are we going to test that without the WebSocket?
Yes, that's what I was saying. That going offline, because if we test it on stream, then the same thing will occur that was happening before, and I don't really want that to occur. So we will probably have to take the testing of this feature offline. As
Okay.
in, by offline, I don't mean by localhost, but just not on the stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's how we basically want to test this. Do, 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 do. Yeah, because what I might do for testing, I know you might not be available, but if you are available just after the stream for probably 10 or 15, 5 or 10 minutes, then we can test in that way.
Sure.
All right. So in that way, how about if we call it a day and just take
Sure. Yeah. Let's
the
do that.
remaining whatever time is left for testing.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Alright, guys.
Disappointed if
What?
if you joined the stream and you didn't get what you wanted today.
Yes.
Maybe some people came here for a very specific purpose because they heard about something.
Yeah. Yeah, and that something could not happen. So really
Or
sorry
maybe
about
it
that, guy.
can if you join next time. Maybe it can.
Yeah, maybe just saying
Just
if you
have
want to
to
get
find
all
out.
the fun. Yeah, why not? As in, I might just change my mind. Who knows?
Just gotta show up to find out.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for joining. Good progress, but we are gonna be testing this feature that we worked on just now, as in offline. For different reasons. So yeah, if you wanna see us how we go into further steps, or if you want to do something really specific tomorrow, feel free to join us at the same time, same place, and
A different task.